Hi students. So today we are going to see the rational numbers. In this rational numbers we are going to see the introduction. Rational numbers la introduction part நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். So introduction la என்னென்ன topics cover ஆகுதுனா first நமக்கு natural numbers னா என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். So first we just go through what is natural numbers. So natural numbers is nothing but the numbers which starts from 1 2 3 and so on is called as natural numbers. Whole numbers is nothing but the number starts from 0 1 2 3 and so on. Okay, so natural numbers ங்கிறது 1 ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். whole numbers ங்கிறது 0 1 2 3 and so on. So 0 ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். So WHO இருக்கு இல்லையா, so இந்த O வந்து 0 ரிசம்பிள் ஆகுது அப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். So 0 1 2 3 and so on அப்படி நீங்க ஞாபகம் வைக்கலாம். நேச்சுரல் நம்பர் அப்படின்றது எல்லாருமே வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரேங்க் எடுக்கணும், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பொசிஷன் வரணும், ஸ்போர்ட்ஸில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வரணும், எல்லாத்துலேயுமே நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வரணும் அப்படின்னு நினைப்போம் இல்லையா நிறைய பேருக்கு. ஸோ அப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ நேச்சுரல் நம்பர் it starts from 1 2 3 and so on. Just for the sake of remembrance I'm just telling you this. Next, integers. Integers அப்படின்றது both the negative numbers and positive numbers, that is from minus infinity to minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2 3 and so on. Rational numbers. Now rational numbers is nothing but a number which can be represented in the form of p by q provided q should not be equal to 0. So ஒரு நம்பரை p by q ஃபார்மேட்ல நம்மளால எழுத முடியணும், அதுதான் வந்து ரேஷனல் நம்பர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். This p and q both must be integers. p and q are integers. p q ரெண்டுமே இன்டீஜர்ஸாக இருக்கணும். மெயின் டினாமினேட்டர் ஜீரோவாக இருக்கக்கூடாது. The denominator should not be equal to 0. For example, I can say 2 by 3, 5 by 7, 11 by 4, like that. Okay, is 5 is a rational number? So 5 rational number? Yes, 5 is a rational number. We can write it as 5 as 5 by 1. Similarly, I can write 2 as 2 by 1, 1 as 1 by 1. So all these are rational numbers. Now you just tell me whether 0 is a rational number. Yes, 0 is a rational number because 0 I can write it as 0 by 1. But 1 by 0 is not a rational number because according to our condition the denominator should not be equal to 0. So 0 is also a rational number. Now we are going to see the properties of rational numbers. The first property is closure property. So closure property means if I consider a to be as a rational number, okay, a which is an element of R, that is a belongs to R, that is a is an element of R means அதாவது a வந்து ஒரு rational number choose பண்ணிக்கிறேன். அதே மாதிரி b ஒரு rational number choose பண்ணிக்கிறேன். So if I choose a as a rational number and similarly b as a rational number, then a plus b is also a rational number. So a அப்படின்றது ஒரு ரேஷனல் நம்பராக இருக்குது, அதே மாதிரி b ஒரு ரேஷனல் நம்பர்னா இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணனா அந்த சிம்பிள், ஓகே, ஸோ a plus b, ஸோ இதுவும் வந்து ரேஷனல் நம்பராக இருக்கும். ஸோ we are going to check whether the closure property satisfies under addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for rational numbers or not. So first we are going to check for addition. So if I consider 5 as a rational number, as I already said, no, 5 we can write it as 5 by 1. So 5 by 1 is a rational number. And if I just take 6, so 6 is also a rational number, that is I can write it as 6 by 1. When I add this, so I will get 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 by 1. So 11 by 1, this is also a rational number. So it is yes. Okay, so the condition satisfies. Next we are going to check for subtraction. So for subtraction I am just going to take say another number 7 by 2 and the another number 5 by 2. So if I just subtract 7 by 2 minus 5 by 2, so this is equal to 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is nothing but 1 by 1. So 1 by 1 is 1. So this is also a rational number. So it satisfies yes. The next one is multiplication. So if I take for example 2, a rational number 2 and the another rational number 3. So that is 2 by 1, 3 by 1. If I multiply this, 2 3s are 6, 6 by 1. So this is also a rational number. So the closure property satisfies under multiplication. So what we concluded? We concluded that the closure property satisfies under addition for rational number and the closure property satisfies for subtraction. The closure property satisfies for multiplication. Now we are going to check for division. So for that, let us consider two rational numbers, say 2 and 0. So as we know, 2 we can write it as 2 by 1 and 0 I can write it as 0 by 1. If I divide this 2 by 0, is it a rational number? No, it is not a rational number, because according to our condition, for rational numbers we should not have 0 as a denominator. Okay, this denominator la 0 irukka koodadu, ana inga enakku denominator la 0 kedachirukku. So appo idu rational number kediyadu. So no. So closure property does not satisfies under division. Clear? So addition, subtraction, multiplication மூணுத்துலயுமே satisfy ஆகுது, but divisionல satisfy ஆகல. Next, the next second property is commutative property. So commutative property, it is nothing but if I just consider two rational numbers. Let us check the commutative property under addition. So under addition, what is the formula is a plus b must be equal to b plus a. So commutative property under addition choose பண்ணனா a plus b வந்து b plus a க்கு equal ஆ இருக்கணும். So check பண்ணிடலாம். So for example, if I consider a rational number, say 2 by 3, okay, and you just consider a rational number 4 by 3. So if I add this, 4 plus 2 6 by 3, that is denominator is same, so I can straightly add the numerator. So 4 plus 2 is 6 by 3 is nothing but it is 2 by 1 is nothing but rational number. So when I add a plus b, I got 2 by 1. Now I am just reversing, that is a plus b kandupidichachu, next b plus a, 4 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So when I add this, 4 plus 2 is 6, so 6 by 3 is nothing but 2 by 1. So we can see that a plus b is equal to b plus a. A plus b பண்ணும்போது 2 by 1 கிடைக்குது, b plus a calculate பண்ணும்போது 2 by 1 கிடைக்குது. So the commutative property holds good under addition. So it is S, that is it is true or S. The next one is for subtraction. Let us check for commutative property, whether commutative property satisfies under subtraction. A minus b must be equal to b minus a. For example, if I am just considering the two rational numbers, say 2, 3 and 2, okay. So if I subtract 3 minus 2, it is equal to 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is 3 by 1, 2 by 1, so it is 1 by 1. So 1. Now b minus a, so 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is nothing but minus 1. Is 1 and minus 1 are equal? No. So it does not satisfies. Next we are going to find out for multiplication, that is a into b must be equal to b into a. So for that I am just taking two numbers, say 2 and 4, okay. That is two rational numbers, 2 and 4, that is 2 by 1, 4 by 1. If I multiply, 2 4s are 8 by 1. Now b cross a, this is a cross b, next b cross a, that is 4 into 2. So 4 by 1 into 2 by 1 is nothing but 8 by 1. So once again we got the same answer. So a cross b is equal to b cross a. So yes. So the commutative property holds good under multiplication. Next one for division. So division, we have to prove that we have to check whether a divides b is equal to b divides a or not. So for that I am just taking the two numbers, say 4 and 2, okay. So if I divide 4 divide by 2, 4 by 2, I just get 2. Now if I divide 2 divides by 4, I will get 1 by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So 1 by 2. Now you can see that 2 and 1 by 2 both are same? No. So they are not same. So commutative property does not holds good under division. Does not holds good under division. So what does we conclude? So we conclude that for rational numbers, commutative property satisfies under addition and multiplication alone. It does not satisfies under subtraction and division. The next one is associativity property. So first let us check for associative property under addition. That is, we have to prove that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So this is what we have to prove. So for that, I'm just taking the LHS. I'm just taking for that I'm just taking the LHS. In LHS, let us choose A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. All these are rational numbers. Okay. So A plus B plus C. So it is nothing but 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 is nothing but 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 7. So 2 plus 7 is 9. Now RHS. So if I consider RHS, A plus B plus C. So what is A? 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So we can see that LHS is equal to RHS. So it is true. Yes. Next one for subtraction. We are going to check for subtraction. That is A minus B minus C is equal to A minus B minus C. For that I am just taking A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. The same example. So A value in LHS, A value is 2 minus 3 minus 4 is equal to 2 minus 3 minus 4 is minus 1. If I have different signs, we have to subtract and put the bigger number sign. Which is bigger number? 3, 4. In this, which is bigger number? 4. So the sign of 4 is minus. So minus 1. So this is equal to 2. Minus into minus is plus. Plus 1. So 2 plus 3 is, 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. The next one is for RHS. So RHS, A minus B minus C. So it is equal to 2 minus 3 minus 4. So 2 minus 3 is, what is 2 minus 3? 2 minus 3 is minus 1 minus 4. So minus 1 minus 4 is nothing but minus 5. We have same signs. So we have to add and put the bigger number sign. So if I have the same sign, you have to add and put the bigger number sign. If I have different sign, you have to subtract and put the bigger number sign. This is the concept. Okay, sign same இருந்ததுனா same add பண்ணுங்க. எது பெரிய நம்பரோ அதோட sign எடுத்து போடுங்க. Signs different இருந்ததுனா, இப்போ இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா sign different இருக்கு. So அப்ப subtract பண்ணுங்க. எது பெரிய நம்பரோ அதோட sign எடுத்து நம்ம இங்க போட்டுங்க. Okay, so we can see that LHS and RHS are different. So LHS value, RHS value different இருக்கு. So associative property does not holds good under subtraction. Next we are going to check for multiplication. That is A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. So for that I am just taking once again the same example. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. So in LHS A cross B cross C, that is 2 cross 3 cross 4 is equal to 2 cross 3 4s are 12. So what is 2 into 12? It is nothing but 24. Now RHS, A cross B cross C is equal to A value is 2, B value is 3 into C value is 4. So 2 3s are 6 into 4. 6 4s are 24. We can see that LHS and RHS both are same. So associative property holds good under multiplication. The next we are going to check for division. We have to prove that is A divides B divides C is equal to A divides B divides C. So we are going to check whether associative property holds good for division or not. So for that I am just considering the same. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4 as an example. So in LHS, A divides B divides C. So that is 2 divides, B value is 3 divides 4. So this is equal to 2 divides 3 by 4. So this is equal to, I can write it as 2 into this division, it becomes multiplication. This 3 by 4 will become 4 by 3. So 2 4s are 8. 8 by 3. So I am just having LHS to be as 8 by 3. Now moving towards the RHS. RHS, A divides B, A divides B divides C. That is 2 divides 3 divides 4. So this is equal to 2 by 3 divided by 4. 4 in the sense that 4 by 1. 4 அப்படின்றது என்ன அர்த்தம்? 4 by 1 அப்படின். So this is equal to 2 by 3. The divide sign will become multiplication. 4 by 1 will become 1 by 4. Now 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So this is equal to 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 3 2s are 6, 1 by 6. Now we can see LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS value 8 by 3 கிடைச்சிருக்கு, RHS value 1 by 6 கிடைச்சிருக்கு. So LHS is not equal to RHS. So it does not satisfies. So what we conclude? We conclude that associative for rational numbers, associative property holds good only for addition and multiplication. It does not holds good for subtraction and division. The next we are going to see the role of 0. So which is called as additive identity? If the question is asked which is called as additive identity, means 0. What does it means? It means that if I consider a rational number, say 5. So if what number has to be added so that I should get the same number? அதே நம்பர் எனக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னா, அதாவது இப்போ 5 கூட எந்த நம்பர் ஆட் பண்ணால் எனக்கு அதே நம்பர் எனக்கு கிடைக்கும்? So it is obviously 0, isn't it? So 0 is called as additive identity. What that is, when I add 0 to a particular number, we will get the same number itself. So it is called as 0 is called as additive identity. The next one is role of 1. 1 is called as multiplicative identity. This is for addition. We are telling that 0 is a additive identity. For multiplication, 1 is called as a additive identity. For example, if I am just having 2 by 3. So what number has to be multiplied so that I should get the same number? So 2 by 3 கூட எந்த நம்பர் நான் வந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணா எனக்கு சேம் 2 by 3 எனக்கு கிடைக்கும்? Obviously it is 1. So 2 by 3 கூட 1 multiply பண்ணாதான் எனக்கு 2 by 3 அப்படியே கிடைக்கும். So 2 by 3 into 1 is equal to 2 by 3. So 1 is called as a multiplicative identity. The next one is negative of a number. The negative of a number is nothing but if I consider a rational number, say 5 by 7. Okay, if I consider a rational number, say 5 by 7. What number has to be added so that the answer becomes 0? 5 by 7 கூட என்ன நம்பர் ஆட் பண்ணா எனக்கு ஆன்சர் 0 வரும்னு பாருங்க. So it is obviously minus 5 by 7, isn't it? So 5 by 7 கூட minus 5 by 7 ஆட் பண்ணா எனக்கு வந்து ஆன்சர் 0 வந்துரும். So the negative of a rational number is called as a additive inverse. அதாவது இப்போ இந்த minus 5 by 7 தான் நம்ம additive inverse சொல்லுவோம். So எந்த ஒரு நம்பர் நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணா நமக்கு 0 கிடைக்குதோ அதுதான் வந்து negative of a number அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். For example, if I am just taking 2 by 3, then the additive inverse of 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3. Okay. If I consider, say another example, for example, I am having 5 by 12. Okay, 5 by 12, that is minus 5 by 12. So what is the additive inverse of minus 5 by 12? So it is plus 5 by 12. So that the answer will becomes 0. 6 by minus 5. So what is the additive inverse of 6 by minus 5? So what is 6 by minus 5? It is nothing but minus 6 by 5. Now we have to find the additive inverse. So minus 6 by 5 additive inverse is plus 6 by 5. So that the answer becomes 0. So now let us see some more examples. Minus 6 minus 5. What is the additive inverse of minus 6 divided by minus 5? If the question is asked like that, means you just see minus minus gets cancelled. So 6 by 5. Now we can see that what is the additive inverse of plus 6 by 5? It is nothing but minus 6 by 5. So that the answer becomes 0. So the next we are going to see the multiplicative inverse, that is reciprocal of a number. For example, if I am just having a number 5. So the reciprocal of 5 is 1 by 5. So that when I multiply this, I will get the answer to be as 1. So the reciprocal of 5 is 1 by 5. So 5 ஓட reciprocal வந்து என்னன்னா 1 by 5. So இதை multiply பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு 1 அப்படின்ற answer கிடைக்கும். For example, if I am just taking minus 5. So now the reciprocal will be minus 1 by 5. So that 5 gets cancelled. 5 minus into minus is plus. So it is 1. So the reciprocal of minus 5 will be minus 1 by 5. Minus 13 by 19. So what is the reciprocal of minus 13 by 19? So it is nothing but just take the reciprocal minus 19 by 13. Minus 13 by 19 oda reciprocal enna varum? Minus 19 by 13. So what is the reciprocal of minus 13 by 19? It is nothing but minus 19 by 13. Minus minus gets cancelled. 13 gets cancelled. Minus into minus is plus 1. So the reciprocal of, that is the multiplicative inverse of minus 13 by 19 is nothing but minus 19 by 13.